the way the economy's going right now, people are looking for other ways to make income outside of the W-2. Whether you're unemployed or you just got laid off or you're already working a W-2 and you're just trying to find other ways to make income. In today's video, I'll break down what I'm doing to generate income outside of my 9 to 5 job. All right, for context, I'm not a guru. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I think it's important to share ideas with other people that we can all just try to, build towards a life of freedom instead of working a 9 to 5 forever. To give context, I am still working a 9 to 5 job. I work in property management, and on the side, I have a vending machine. I have a property management business that I'm starting, and I have some other investments that I'm working on, and we'll break them down in today's video and how much they bring in and what I'm trying to do with them this coming year. Stream number one is my 9 to 5 job, working in property management on site, learning operations. The purpose of this is I took a lower paying salary to invest in skill set. So I've been learning a lot about real estate, what makes a property valuable, how you can increase the value of a property. And this is really my main income stream. I funnel all the money from this into my other pursuits, like my own business, my own property management business, and then I have my vending machine and other things that I'll kind of funnel the income towards. I also use it for a video editor that helps me edit these videos because I don't want to do it myself. And yeah, it's important, I think, to have a job that you enjoy and that teaches you the skills you want to learn. And that's really where I've been kind of doubling down on, and that's where I spend most of my time. Number two is in boring businesses, and the first one that I started is my vending machine business that really funnels towards all the other pursuits I'm trying to build. Take all that money, just kind of keep it piling up so that I can eventually buy a laundromat as well or scale out my vending route if I'd like. This is going to be a big income generator. I think it's probably the fastest way to get financially free, and yeah, that's probably one of the bigger focuses, not necessarily this year, which I'll break down what is actually my biggest focus this year. But this is the thing that I've been talking about most of the time on this channel is investing in boring businesses and what they can really do for your life and how they can set you up. They teach you so much. It's just something that just works, just easily pretty profitable. Obviously got to put in some sweat equity, but it's hard not to succeed in some of these boring businesses like vending machines, laundromats, car washes, stuff like that. They're super simple, and pretty much anybody can do them outside of their 9 to 5. Number three, which is my biggest focus this year, and that is real estate. Everybody's talked about it. I'm not going to go too in depth on it, but this is the reason that I took a pay cut to go learn real estate, but through property management, so that I can buy a property, put tenants in it, and understand how the whole machine works. This is the long-term play. This is the wealth builder, where you take your money from your boring business and start funneling it towards real estate so you can get some of the tax advantages and build some real wealth just through passive income. My goal this year is to buy a duplex, triplex, or quadplex and to live in one unit, rent out the others, and essentially cut out my living expense, my rent expense, by living for free ideally, or at least at a lower cost per month. Obviously the numbers got to work. You got to really find the right deal, and it's numbers game. You got to look at a lot of deals. Things are expensive out here where I live, so tough find, but that's the big focus, sending letters out to owners and trying to just lock up an off-market deal so that I can get in, save money, and then all the money that I would spend on rent, throw that into a savings account, and then buy another laundromat, vending machine, stuff like that. That's where the wealth building can really start to compound, is once you eliminate that housing expense, you can start really taking that money and letting it compound. Number four is kind of a long-term play, but that's going to be creating content like I'm doing here. And this is really to get kind of a Rolodex of just videos that, don't really, are deleveraged from my time, because when you're viewing it is not when I'm recording it. So it's one of those things that I think long term is important to invest in, but we'll kind of see how it goes. And this doesn't make me any money right now, so this is actually a negative cash flow for me each month because I pay for an editor and putting a lot of time into it. So just long term, I think it's good to have a voice out there, and that's really why I'm making videos. I know they're not perfect, and I'm not expecting them to be. I'm going to be learning a lot along the way, but I think this is just how anybody that produces content starts. And I just think in the entrepreneurial world now, it's pretty important to have a personal brand out there, which will go into my next income stream as well. Number five, which is going to be further down the line, but is ultimately going to be an offset from content, is going to be building out courses and other educational kind of products, I guess. I haven't built anything. I'm not rushing into it. I think really just trying to get better at making content. But at the end of the day, a lot of education content, I think you can make a school account and start posting some stuff on there, kind of like Alex Hormozy does and some of the other creators that you've probably seen. That's a good income stream, I think, as well. I'm not rushing into it by any means, so don't expect me to just drop a course real quick and try to get y'all on it. I'm not trying to, but that's just further in the future. But that's just another thing I'm thinking about in the future. And what I'm not doing is investing in day trading, doing any sort of cryptocurrency, or any of those other kind of quick get rich quick schemes. Not saying that you can't get rich those ways. I'm sure you can. It's just not really where I'm trying to go. And yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me is, not just been, getting more income, but really who I've become along the way, and what the skill set that I've learned by pursuing each of these different income streams has helped me become a better person. I think at the end of the day, that's what life's about. I don't think it's about having the largest paycheck and, being able to flex it. I'm not going to be, you know, flexing by any means. I'm still in the baby steps, as Dave Ramsey would say, and just working my way along the path. But we'll see how it goes. If y'all have any questions or y'all have any comments about kind of what you're doing, I'd love to hear them. But if not, hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next video.